G'day, Shane here again from Grape TV, and thanks for joining me at my home bar once again. But more importantly, thank you for helping me bring the McLaren Vale wines to the world. Today, very excited to bring you something that I think is quite special and in my experience quite unique. Today from a little known winery called Middlebrook on Sand Road in the back of McLaren Vale. Middlebrook itself is a function facility as well, does lots of weddings and things like that, but there is wines associated with Middlebrook. Now I've been going to Middlebrook now since the middle 80s, probably 1986 I think maybe, and I've constantly enjoyed one thing while I've been going to Middlebrook, and that one thing is what I want to bring you today, right? And that's Duris. There's the bottle. That's the stuff. Now I know you're going to say straight off the bat, what's Duris? You know, where does that come from? It's an unusual name, don't know anything about it. Well, it's a liqueur. It's a honey cumquot liqueur. So unusual, so unique, as I said, in my experience. So let's get into it. Now I must say I need to talk about the very first time I went to Middlebrook and tried Duris. I wasn't quite sure. Such an unusual flavour, I wasn't quite sure. So I actually asked the lady working behind the bar for another taste, and I still remember the look on her face, like here's some drunken bum or something like that who just wants a freebie. But she didn't complain too much when I walked out with a case of this particular liqueur. So look, I'm already getting aromas coming up from the glass here, so the wanky thing's just got to be done. Oh, that's just so unusual, but it's true to what's in there. The honey really comes through and really gets you right at the beginning, that first sniff you get, but then it transforms into this citrusy, really interesting cumquot aroma. I'd have to say this particular one smells a little bit sweeter than what I remember. Now it's 21.5% alcohol, and the interesting thing for me is I'm not getting any alcohol tingle on the nose. Normally with anything that high I would start to get that alcohol tingle. Oh, that is just sensational. Not going to spit that one out, folks. Now, exactly the same as what you get on the nose. The honey's there. The cumquot, citrusy cumquot. I don't know if you've had cumquots before. It's a very unusual citrus fruit. Not popular these days, but that is just sensational. There is just a hint, and different to the nose, there's just a little hint of the citrus peel coming through as well, the kumquat peel, and there's not that big bitiness of the alcohol in there. Again, previous bottlings I've had of this, it has had a little bit of a bitey aftertaste. I'm not saying that's unpleasant. In fact, I've always thought that was pretty good. This is very, very smooth. Talking to the people at the cellar door, the pitch at the moment is people that don't like ports but want to try something a little bit different as a liqueur. This is the one that they try and get people to just give it a try. Now, quite often that can be difficult, as you know. Trying something different, people will struggle at times to, well, just give it a go. But normally when they do, they get hooked. This is sensational. Well, it's $25 a bottle cellar door in this bottle, and I think it's worth every cent. Now I did mention that I'm going to spit that out. I feel terrible about that. I didn't mention this is a one wine show, but a one wine twice. Now what I do have, I don't know if you can actually see the difference in colours there. In this small little bit in the bottom here is also Duris, and I can hear you already saying but always a different. This was taken out of some barrels, and I'm not sure what sort of barrel maturation or anything that goes on with Duris. That side of it I haven't checked up on. But when I was talking to the cellar door staff, they were saying that there just happened to be some barrels sitting out the back with Duris in it. And after expressing real interest to taste it and see what it's like, we ended up going out there and getting this sample. And then I thought, you beauty, I can come and bring that and share that with you guys. Now, interesting to me, on the barrel was 30th of March 2001. So it's nearly 10 years old, been sitting in the barrel. Now, I don't know, I'm assuming that timing is when the wine was put into the barrel. So potentially it's older than that. Much older than that. And the colour is just sensational. Now straight away there's extra depth here. You're not getting that straight honeyness coming through. It's there, but there is that extra depth, and I'm assuming that's coming from the oak and the concentration that happens with material like this sitting in oak for a period of time. What I am also getting, I'm definitely getting a bit of that alcohol tingle. So I don't know what alcohol percentage this one is, but definitely getting the alcohol tingle on this one. Oh, that's sensational. It really is. So much extra depth of character here. So much extra depth of character. Sorry, I'm going to have to drink the rest of it. Look, the oak's not what I would consider prevalent on either the nose or the palate, but there's an extra little something happening in there, which I'm assuming is from the oak, but also a combination of the angel share, or the effect of the angel share. So the angel share is what's talked about with fortified wines sitting in barrel for long periods of time, that between 3 and 5% of the wine each year evaporates. And that's what's called the angel share, so it concentrates everything. Here, everything is just so concentrated, and that obviously makes a difference on the palate. There's that honey there, the kumquats, that peel character is just a little bit more there. There is that fraction of almost nuttiness coming from the oak, but just everything just coats the mouth nicely. And interesting enough, even though I got the alcohol tingle on the nose, I certainly didn't get any bitter aftertastes or anything like that on the palate. So just absolutely wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Well, I don't know if you can buy this anywhere other than the cellar door. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can't. So it's worth, if you're coming to McLaren Vale, checking out Middlebrook just for that. Okay, it is unique, it is sensational. Now, also some things you can do with it apart from drinking it. I've heard of things like adding it to ice cream, just for straight vanilla ice cream. That to me sounds fantastic. I also heard about it going on top of, or as a liqueur on top of strawberries and cream. That would also bring out a heap of extra different characters. But the one thing I do every year is I make my own fruit mints for both a Christmas pudding as well as fruit mince pies. And Duris is always part of the maturation process that I go through with the dried fruit before I make the fruit mince. So there's always a component of the Duris that goes into my fruit mince every year. Now obviously the alcohol gets evaporated off when you cook it, but the flavours coming through from that are just sensational. That citrusy character, that little bit of peel coming through, just makes that little bit of zing, a little bit of difference to my fruit mince every year. So looking forward to adding this to my fruit mince very, very soon. Or my dried fruit very, very soon, I should say. Look, that's all I have time for Liqueur Grape TV today. Sensational episode with these. Do love this stuff. as I said, been drinking it since about 1986. Excuse me, on and off, not what I'd say consistently, but always keep coming back for more. And if I can't make that as a recommendation, or I don't think there is a better recommendation than that. So, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a great week. See you later.